What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Fishing with Nordbye, doing something super exciting. Got something crazy that just happened. But anyways, Cody and I, we just closed on a property that used to be called Little New York here in Alabama by Guntersville State Park. It used to be a water bottling facility. We're turning it into a wedding venue. So this is gonna be episode number 1 of Ripping Lips and Renovations. We're gonna do some fishing later. We're gonna work on the fisherman's rental and bridal suite we're turning it into. And we're gonna be working on the wedding venue. We're gonna have lots of episodes coming your way. But also got my buddy TJ with me. We're gonna work on the deck today.
What's going on, buddy?
How you doing?
I just pulled up here and Andrew's been doing a little grass cutting this morning before I got here.
It's been wet.
Show him what you did, man.
Guys, don't cut grass when it's wet. Number 1 rule. Don't cut grass when it's wet by the pond. Number 2. And
tell me the truth. You were trying to cut the hydrilla down in the water and you just decided to take your brand new mower just straight into the pond.
Oh my, this is bad news, guys. So what happened, I was mowing the edge here. I mowed one strip this morning. I was waiting on TJ, and then I came back around. I was gonna mow the next strip just right along the edge, and I cut in right here. I cut in and it would not turn. This isn't that angled either. The mower would not turn and cut the strip right next to where I just did. It just started sliding. You can see the slide marks. It slid all the way over here down this bank 10 feet. That's a big mower, guys. That's a 48-inch deck. I bought it yesterday because we closed on this property yesterday. Luckily, nothing's hurt. I didn't get hurt somehow. I shut the mower blades off as I was sliding, and the mower shut off when I came out of my seat, and we're gonna have to winch it up. So that may or may not be in this episode. I don't really know yet. Neither one of us have winch straps in our trucks. So that being said, we're gonna do some fishing at this new pond. I hear there's some giants in it, absolute giants. So we're a mile south of Town Creek. We're a mile north of the Guntersville State Park. They've been putting bass in here from Guntersville since 1995. We're gonna have some awesome fishing episodes and renovation episodes coming your way. Calling it the Ripping Lips Renovation Series. Episode number 1. Starting out, mower in the pond. Bad deal, real bad deal, man.
We'll get it out.
We'll get it out. All right. Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do with this boat. Anybody wants to buy a boat? Check it out. Prime 1965 hull, no motor. I'll make me an offer, it's yours. All right, in honor of the mower going in the water, they gave me a new hat yesterday. Reppin' Toro. Yeah, props to Toro. I'm wearing this hat all day because my mower's in the water. But a project we're doing, we are rehabbing the deck rails. So what we got going here is we're adding a 2x4 on top of the current rail. We're taking out all of these spindles right here because they're old, they're, I don't know, beat up. And then a lot of the deck rails have carpenter bee holes in them. Look at that. Big old carpenter bees been going to town. So we're replacing those boards, and TJ brought his huge saw. It's he calls it a chop saw. In Missouri, I call it power miter box. Whatever you want to call it. Let me know what you call it down below. But we're sawing all the boards today. Check this out. So this is going to be the fisherman rental. I'm going to be renting this to you guys if you want to come stay and fish Lake Guntersville. But in the garage, look at this pile of wood, guys. So many 2x4s. This is the biggest deck. The biggest deck I've ever seen on a house. I'm gonna walk around, show you the deck real quick. We're gonna get to fishing later today, but I'm gonna show you it right now, and I'm gonna show you it after we get done. I don't know if we'll get done today, we might get done tomorrow. We'll do before and after. We're gonna go fish the pond. Supposedly there's 3 bass over 9 pounds in that pond, maybe a 13 pounder. I'm pumped. But anyways, here's the deck. Check these stumps out. So cool. They got left there from when they cut the trees down. It's a beautiful cabin style house. I'll show you the inside in some episodes to come. I'm just walking around the deck, and like I said, it's gonna be a wedding venue. This whole outer room is glass, and it's gonna be a bridal suite or just a hangout room for fishermen. But this deck is so big. It goes almost all the way around the whole house. Still going. So here's the bridal suite room. Sweet looking. Cody's got big plans for that. And still going down. Deck is just giant, guys. We have so much work to do. I just pulled out the carpet that was in the master bedroom. We're gonna put some new carpet in tomorrow, and we're getting to work on this, going to town. Deck's still going. Look how long this deck is. So big. House is 2,500 square feet. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and we're putting futons in it. It's gonna sleep 14 people, guys. We're putting 2 queens in the big master room. We're putting 2 twin bunk beds and full bunk bed, and then we're having 2 futons out in that bridal suite. You can sleep out there, enjoy the peace of nature. This place is gorgeous. We got a lot of work to do though, and yeah. So if you're planning to make a trip to Guntersville anytime in the near future, by the time this video drops, this place is gonna be ready to rent. It's gonna be ready to rent. We're gonna have it on Airbnb. We're gonna have it on VRBO, but you can rent it through contacting me as well. I might give you a deal if you do that. fishingwithnordbye@gmail.com. Just shoot me an email if you want to rent this place. It's got a giant pond. It's got, you know, the shop. You won't be going in the shop though. But a mile down the road, Town Creek boat ramp. A mile this way down the road, Guntersville State Park. Perfect place to stay. Sleeps 14. I'm gonna quit talking, get to work with TJ, and we'll show you the finished deck rails here in a little bit. Guys, I also want to tell you, if you're bringing a boat, you can store a boat in there. We have a little covered awning over here you can back a big boat in. There's just room for boats everywhere. It's a circle drive. My boat's parked back there right now because TJ and I are going to the lake later. But I just wanted to throw that in there. It's a great place to rent, and I'm excited. I'm excited for this adventure. So they're hooking up my electricity today. There's a pole right here where my mower went in the water. They have a winch on their bucket. Warren has offered to help me get the mower out. How you doing?
Sir, good. How y'all?
What's your name?
Chris Wood.
Chris, thanks for helping.
No problem.
So we're gonna actually winch the mower out. Same day. Thank the Lord. This is awesome. I didn't get hurt. We're getting the mower out. It's the easiest way possible. Look at that winch up there. This is awesome. We're gonna drop it down. What's the difference?
Nordby's getting in.
There's so many minnows. There's bass down here. Alright, let's get this new mower out.
Yep, got it.
At least you got the new off of it, Norby.
I promise it had never been driven yesterday.
We're fishing for lawnmowers.
Got a big one.
They are. Could be a good one. Alright, watch yourself now. Yeah, that'd be better. Yeah. Do we have to pull the truck forward? No, I think we got it now.
No, he's got it anchored.
My wife got something wrong on the hose flick, but I've tested that before twice. Sit down, I'll check it. I appreciate it. Yeah. You live where? My daddy lives right beside the state park here. In the curve at the brick house on the left. My daddy lives.
TJ and I have been at it for about 4 hours. This is the biggest deck I've ever seen in my life. So long, and it wraps around 4 sides of the house. The only place it doesn't wrap around is the garage. So we got all the spindles done, all of them, all the way up until this last little edge. And we're gonna call it here for the day. We're gonna get to fishing, hopefully catch us a few. I'm gonna shower first, clean up. It is hot. Whew. Got my mower back. Toro coming in clutch. I have not started it up yet. I'm gonna let it sit for about a day and hope the oil doesn't, I don't know, run where it shouldn't. Hopefully it settles back down. Thing was upside down for a couple hours. But yeah, it's been a project. Sweating, excited. casting this pond for the first time. All right, just walking down to the pond. We're gonna cast for them, see what's in here. We got about an hour of daylight left to fish for them. I'm excited. Hopefully a big one bites. All right, good luck. Lines in. Lines in. Go for them. I got one too. Mine spit it too. We hooked up to the same time. Yeah. Mine ate both my claws. Just about to go change baits. TJ switched it up to a chatterbait. How big is it?
He's over 2.
Yeah? TJ caught him at 2.5 over there. Good one, man. All right, I'm gonna put a chatterbait on and a weightless Senko, I think. They ate my jig. I missed one. Took my claws off the trailer and then I threw this worm on there. I'm not getting nothing. All right, I just rigged up a chatterbait here. My wife's got one. They both caught one. I haven't even caught one yet out of my own pond. How big is it? About a 13 incher. What? Not even an inch. There you go. Good one, baby. Nice. All right. Your first fish out of the pond. Give me 5. You did. How does that make you feel? No. It was off.
Oh no.
Yeah, I wasn't recording.
I got you on that one.
Yeah. All right, just caught the first one. Little 14 incher on the Senko. Trying to get another one here. Can't believe I wasn't recording my one fish.
Your first fish out of here.
My first fish.
But you know who caught the first fish out of here? Me. And then Cody.
And then Cody. I know. It's rough.
Your own pond.
You gotta figure out what they want to eat here.
Yeah.
It's nothing we're using so far, really.
I got a deer feeder at the house that slings food. You set it up on the bank, you can fill it up with some fish food and just start set it.
Yeah.
Dawn or whatever.
Yeah.
Get them used to it.
That'd be cool. I wonder if it floats. You think they're standing on there? Yeah, they mounted it. That's cool. There's no oars. There's one in there.
There's a paddle in there?
Yeah. Well, shoot. You think it floats? I'm gonna try to put this thing in. I don't know if it floats, guys. It's... Oh, dude, it's gonna be heavy.
Big old snake. Oh, there's nowhere to grip it. There is. Okay, yep.
Wow. It's just
I think it's kind of buried.
yeah, it is buried. It's kind of cool though. Get them electricians back out here and bucket it in. Yeah. Okay, gearing back up. I'm putting on a little Ned rig head with the Tightline GB tiny T-crawl. That normally does the trick when they're being finicky, but I think they're feeding on crawfish. So that should do it right there. It's a little T-crawl. Oh my gosh, one just crushed something over here. What? And I got one first cast with the Ned rig. All right, I figured a little something out.
I heard that big crush beside you
Yeah, it munched something. I'm casting over there next. That was a big fish. That was a little guy. We're gonna go over here where that thing blew up. Wow. Something picked me up. Oh, it's a little guy. I found the bait that works good in this pond, man. I found it. Little T-craw. Love it. That is a little guy. Okay, that's 2 casts, 2 fish. That was not the big one that blew up over here. Going right back. Another one. Little guy, he spit it. He spit it. Found the bait of choice too. Yep. Crazy, they wouldn't touch a Senko. They won't touch a chatterbait. Oh, I just missed another one. There's one. What? Oh, he spit it. Yeah, I bet there's a bunch of crawfish in here. They're feeding on crawfish for sure. These little T-craws, you guys always ask me. These little T-craws are Tightline's UV craws. They got the whiskers in them. They're perfect on a little Ned bait. Fish just haven't seen them before. They're super realistic, like a little craw. Should have brought your kayaks. There's one. Oh yeah. Oh, he spit it. This hook must be dull. No, it's sharp. Weird. Go right back where you just cast. I'm curious how many crappie I'm gonna catch if I throw a jig out there. If it's, yeah, if it's every cast, that's the reason we're not catching any. Another one. Figured him out. A different version of the Ned rig. There we go. Another one, guys. Had to downsize this Ned rig a bunch. Just missed one and caught one. We saw the fish all around the edge of the bank. I mean, even a 4 and a 6 pounder, guys. Like good ones swimming around the edge of the bank. A lot of 2s. They won't bite anything. Threw the weightless Senko. We threw frogs, topwater, chatterbaits, little Ned rig at them, Texas rig beaver. I don't know what the deal is. TJ, what do you think's going on with these fish?
I don't know, man.
I don't
It
know.
might be too full. There's a lot of bait in this pond.
There's a lot of bait. There's some big ones in here. We see bait around the whole edge of the pond, all the way around it. I don't know. If you got any suggestions, tips on pond baits I should try, let me know. We're gonna be catching the giants out of here eventually. It'll be coming up in some ripping lips and renovation episodes, but this was the first one. I hope you enjoyed it, had a blast. We all caught fish out of this pond. It was fun. It's the next morning. We're about to finish the deck. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, track the updates here. Little New York property, turning it into the wedding venue, the fisherman's rental. If you want to come rent it, you can. Again, email me, fishingwithnordby@gmail.com. You got Town Creek a mile this way. You got the state park 3/4 of a mile the other way. Perfect location for fishermen to stay. We can sleep 14 people. And you got your own pond. You can do some fishing out here in the evenings. There's some big ones in there. So fishing was fun. Some super exciting stuff coming up here at Sweet Springs Venue and Lodge. We're very excited to get it kicked off, get the lodge going. Like I said, you can rent it now, VRBO. Put that link in there. It's called Sweet Springs Lodge. It should be up on Airbnb right now too if you'd rather use that. You're welcome to email me still. But yeah, I just want to share a little bit with you guys about how we got the lodge and how the Lord opened every door for us to get this piece of property. It was crazy. We've done a little bit of real estate investing back in Missouri. We got out of that when we moved down here, and we've been looking for something to do next, a new project. My wife does wedding hair and makeup, does that full time, and she was passionate about weddings, so we've always thought about it'd be cool to have a wedding venue. And we drove by this place while we were on our way back from Buck's Pocket State Park. We were hiking and we saw it, and we just went and looked at it, and it looked perfect. We had our realtor show it to us, and yeah, it needed a lot of work, but there were no red flags, and we made an offer. And it had been on the market like 8 months. Somebody made an offer the next day, and we put a pretty low offer in, and they put an offer in over the asking price. And so our realtor said, give them your best offer you have. And we came up. We were still under the asking price, and the other people put in an even higher backup offer, but they accepted our offer, 40 grand less than the other offer, because they liked who we were, they liked what we stood for. We had never met the owners. They just looked us up. So that's one way that God intervened on this property. The next way he intervened for us to get this property is finding us funding, and just encouraging me to persist with finding funding and getting this deal closed. So I was sitting in the parking lot after our offer got accepted. I was waiting on a concrete guy to show up because we're redoing the dam of the pond, the stream that flows out of the pond, and I was waiting on him to show up, get a bid for it, because it's got 2 entrances. This is one entrance that it's a project we have to fix. So I didn't have cell service. There's not much service around here. There's plenty of service a mile down the road at Town Creek. Our lodge now has Wi-Fi, but at the time I had no Wi-Fi. So I opened up my Bible and I was praying to the Lord. I was praying for him to give us guidance, because it had already been about 8 days into our offer getting accepted, and we had not found funding. And I've been reaching out to all these banks and just kept getting rejected. I took my relationship with my bank in Missouri for granted. So I pulled out my Bible app. I've been praying. I was kind of discouraged. Didn't know if we'd be able to close on the property. God opened every door, it seemed like, but he was either going to shut it or keep opening the doors for us to get it. So my Bible app, I don't have it downloaded on my phone, so I only had what chapter I had open last. It was Isaiah 43:18. And guys, I'm serious. I had just prayed that the Lord would speak to me and show me what he wanted us to do with this property. And I opened this up. This is how quick he spoke. He speaks through his word. This is his word, guys. It says, forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. This is totally new. And it says, now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? It springs up. There's a natural spring on this property. It used to be a water bottling facility. And then it says, I'm making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland. He's making a way, and I'm meeting the concrete guy to see about fixing the stream outflow in our pond. So he's making a way and streams in the wasteland. It says, the wild animals honor me, the jackals and the owls, because I provide water in the wilderness. This property is water in the wilderness. I looked up. There was an eagle flying over the pond. After I read this, I was like, oh my gosh, already. And then I saw this eagle flying over the pond, guys. I'm not kidding you. It said, the wild animals honor me, the jackals and the owls, because I provide water in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland to give drink to my people, my chosen, the people I formed for myself, that they may proclaim my praise. Wow. To give water to the people. That's crazy. So the Lord instantly spoke to me. Guys, I was tearing up. I was crying. I was like, thank you, God. You're going to provide a way. I don't know how you're going to do it. But we ended up reaching out to like 10 different banks. We tried to go with this one deal. It was pretty bad interest rate and everything. And all I needed was a guarantor, somebody to guarantee the note, because they didn't know who I was and they just wanted somebody in a better financial situation to come in and guarantee the note. And I couldn't find one. I don't come from a wealthy family or anything like that. My wife doesn't either. So that was out. We couldn't find one. And I've already talked to like 10 banks. And 10 days in, I start pre-fishing Neely Henry for a BFL tournament. Those videos are coming soon. But I'm pre-fishing, I think we're 11 days in. We put 30-day closing down. And I get a call while I'm pre-fishing the day before the tournament. The second bank we talked to just said, you're approved. I was like, what? It was a bank. They asked for the least amount of information. I gave them everything they asked for, and they said they had to talk to their marketing president. They didn't think it would cash flow enough, and I gave them the numbers and said, this is what we're looking at doing. 10 days went by. Talked to them the first day we got our offer accepted. 10 days went by. They called, said you're approved. Way better interest rate than the one we were really trying to get with the guarantor, and God just provided a way. So that's how we got this property. It wasn't all about the money. We got our offer accepted $40,000 less than another offer on the table, and God just made a way. And somebody from our church private lended us the down payment. Like, there's ways to do real estate. I've had a coach the past 2 years, so that's how I knew kind of how to do all this. Greg McCluskey, you can look him up on Facebook. Great guy, great coach. It's been amazing. But that's kind of how we got to where we're at with this property. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Sorry if I talked your ears off. We're going to get out of here for the day. Make sure you subscribe for more updates coming, more Ripping Lips and renovation episodes. And we're doing a lot to this place. It's way more up to date than was in this video right now. So anyways, hope you enjoyed. Hope you enjoyed me sharing the story of what happened in Cody and I's life and how we got this. I don't really care what you think about it because that's what happened. But we're going to get out of here for the day. And God bless you guys. If the Lord puts on your heart to support my YouTube channel, you can do that through a website called Patreon. I'll link it down below if that's something you want to do. But yeah, God bless you guys. Let me know if you want to rent the lodge. We're going to get out of here. See you next time here on Fishing with Nordbye.